The final 2 floors are upon us. Welcome back to the conclusion of Firemen. Previously, we fought a fire dragon for no reason whatsoever. And we pumped all of the air out of the 6th floor, ready for our backdraft that we're gonna cause. And also, Danny won't stop hitting doors with his axe. He's hankering for some fire destruction. Let's give it to him. Now we're going to have to head to the 6th floor and cause a manual backdraft because, well, fire is self-aware now. They've cut the power. Yeah, no power for us. We're not allowed to have nice things like technology. It's like the fire has suddenly become not only alive, but intelligent. And also, speaking of intelligent, it's going to be placing itself in places that we want to be. So, these last few floors are going to be very difficult. It looks simple now, but just wait. It gets worse. It always gets worse when fire is involved. See, look at this! Look at all this fire. Coming out of nowhere. I really hate that really fast zigzag fire. And these little... I don't even know what the heck you call them. They jump at us. Jumping flames. But I have this! I've learned how to use backdrafts as a weapon. Ha! I'm using fire's own technology against it. You can't beat the fireman race. And that would probably make a genocide. Killing all this fire. It's obviously alive. And did you see that what that bonfire was doing? And what these Roombas are doing? Max has gone MIA because Walter is irresponsible. And also trees are gonna fall on us. Ouch! I did not see that one coming. There's also a new kind of horizontal fire. It moves very slowly. But when you kill it, it shoots off in several directions. I'm gonna call that the crossfire. You see that? That's crossfire right there. We're gonna be very quick and get out of the way, or you will be burned. By the power of crossfire. Anybody remember that game? That board game? Man, that had one badass commercial, didn't it? It was like a combination of Mad Max and something you would see on Nickelodeon. Well, we can't open that door. There's no Mode 7 underneath that bridge. All these doors don't work the way they're supposed to. And this is the worst of the bonfires right here. They don't shoot mini fires at us anymore. Instead, they lay down that fire that I can't walk over. And deny my passage to later floors. And they're gonna keep on spraying that fire at us until it hits a stair or a wall. Because fire, they still can't climb downstairs. It is their bane. Also, I used a fire extinguisher bomb against a flame dragon, so no Super Soaker 9000 for me. No sir, I can't have nice things now. This is the 5th floor. You're not allowed. That little gray area spot that you see down there, like right around just to the right of us, can't get in that room. If there is a way to get in that room, I don't know it. But it doesn't look like there's any doors leading there. Actually, the same applies to that room just to the right of us. There's only one door that leads to that room, and I'll show you why we can't get in there. Well, by the way, Danny will. It houses a backdraft. See? No, we can't get in that room at all. I don't know if that's just a broken room or what, but human entertainment wasn't thinking. And also, I have a theory as to why Danny opens all of these doors, even though that's not what firemen do. Especially not without checking them first. Since the fire knows about electricity and stuff like that, I think they're hacking the doors. And the doors now say, open this for a free pony. And Danny's like, ooh, I like ponies! And opens it and explodes me. And now I have to sit him aside and go, Danny, there's no such thing as a door pony. Fire is a habitual liar. I should know. I lent it $5 to one time and it promised to pay me back. You know what I got? I got fire bees. You can't trust fire. Why the human race invented fire, I don't know. But you know what? I abolish fire from my life now. If I want to eat something, I'm going to microwave it. Because hydrogen atoms are safe, and all I'm doing is vibrating them. Nope, no more open flames for me. In fact, heat is now abolished. I'm just going to have to suffer through the winter. Well, that makes no sense. She was just on fire a few moments ago. Yep, the water only affects people, not fire. Okay, just throw her over the balcony. We have a job to do. It's the end of the game. No, Pete, we're going to do this properly. I'm throwing her out a window. To heck with you. I don't have to listen to what you say all the time. I'm second in command. Alright, now that Danny has hurled her out of a window, he waited behind the glass screen while we did the rest of the job for him. Look at all these mini fires because of those bonfires. I hate them. Ah, they leave a mess everywhere. And also, those things are back. I really hate those things. I really hate all kinds of fire now. I've learned to hate fire in this video game, and so will you by watching it. Watching my plights as I fight this fire. Okay, Danny, what did I tell you about the ponies? That's not what we do. You're going to have to listen to me for once. Can you do that? The answer is no. He's a computer, and he'll do what he wants. If it's going through your head, hey, can two players play this and one of them plays Danny? No, only the PlayStation version could do that. But the game is terrible, don't play it. No, even Earthbound had a two-player system. But this game, where it could actually have benefited from it, it doesn't have it. They couldn't make it incredibly awesome. No other game would sell. They would have to sell it in America, because people would want to play it then. They can't deny them a two-person adventure with fire. I really hate this area because of the really precarious crawling going on. And I just got hit by one of those flame drafts. You see what they do now? I'm not going to get hit again. I don't like it. Also, yeah, right down there. There's a shortcut right here. Instead of going all the way around underneath those tarps, you just kick this box out of the way. If you go the other way around and go under these tarps and come up here before kicking that box, Danny will not kick the box the other way. No, he knows better. He knows he's going to make you do the short way. I don't even know why he needed to kick that box out of the way. All I know is he's neglecting on his fire-killing duties. The only reason why we gave him that axe is to kill fire, because I can't spray while I'm prone like this. It's the only thing you can do, Danny. I'm relying on you, and you're letting me down. You've been a big letdown lately. Abandoning me between those fire plumes before the fire dragon boss, and activating all of those backdrafts, looking for your free pony. It's like I've become more awesome than you are now, even. By the way, you'll be really tempted to take these stairs to finish the game. But there's a guy back here. Yeah, you wouldn't know it because our life detector is still broken. He was trying to get up to the roof, but there's fire up there. He forgets that fire burns up. Alright, just throw him out a window. We got a job to do. Come on. Snap 2. Why couldn't I move there for a while? How long does Danny have to paralyze me before I can go and do my job while he throws someone out a window? Danny, don't open that door! There's a backdraft behind that! Ah, he learned, and also he knows that we're going to the roof. Good for him! It only took him his, like, 5th try to do it. Welcome to the roof! We're only a few more rooms away from the final area. That means some new fires are going to be appearing pretty soon. And also, all this ineffectual rain will do absolutely nothing for us. Speaking of which, it's Christmas, right? Shouldn't all this be snow? Maybe the fire is so hot it's actually melting the snow in the upper atmosphere. Thus creating rain instead of sleet or freezing rain. Alright, that red room down in the bottom left. That's where we need to go to release the backdraft. And we're gonna have to do some Metal Gear Solid stuff. I don't know where Danny is. He's no longer behind me. I think he's ninja running on top of this ventilation shaft. You know, when they have their arms crossed and are leaned forward. That's exactly what he was doing. I guarantee it. He's awesome enough to do it. I mean, I can't do it. I'm too old. And we have some new fires. We get these little explosion fires that'll chase us weakly and keep on exploding in our face. And friendly fire! Look, it doesn't touch me. Danny is just hostile towards all kinds of fire, but that fire was absolutely no threat to me as long as I stand still. I'm gonna call it the friendly fire. It's trying to give me a hug. And I don't like fire hugs. I'm anti-fire social. Yeah, I'm not fire social. I don't hang out on Facebook talking to all these flames on my off time. I killed them with explosions instead! That is a very effective way to get fire out of your face. I've been using that on normal mode. It's actually pretty good. It's much better than the fire extinguisher bombs. Alright, there's Max. Oh, we passed right by the 7th floor. Danny didn't want to open the door. It's not where we wanted to go. So all we have to do is send in the air. Max and Walter are going to go take a little break and leave the building. Because they don't want to die like we will. And also, it will be very tempting to look for an entryway. It's right down here, though. Yeah, it's like they're hiding the way to get through the stage on us now. Ah! I got exploded by fire. I didn't even know it was there. I was busy talking and avoiding fire plumes. What is the purpose of those exploding fires? I mean, we have so many more dangerous fires than that thing. It doesn't even have enough HP to get close enough to hit us with an explosive thing. Unless I'm not paying attention. Maybe it's just fire for dumb people. Pay attention or you'll get exploded by the mini fire. Alright. I saw something glowing in that flame over there. Yes! A Super Soaker 9000 for the final room. I hope I don't lose it. Actually, this room is incredibly simple compared to the other rooms on this floor. It's just full of propagating fire, and that's all. It's become stage 1, again. It doesn't even have mini fires, it's like easier than stage 1. By give me a hand, you mean do everything because you can't kill boss flames. It's time for the final boss, the Mother Flame. Yes, this is one proper final boss. He's going to be throwing several things at us. First, the barrier slime. Mini explosives. These little streak fires that you can't kill with your water. Then a horizontal version. And now you know how to avoid all of his attacks, because I'm pretty good at this boss. I've practiced. He's menacing on normal. I actually said the heck with it, and I threw all of my fire grenades at him. And why am I always hemorrhaging health whenever I get to a boss now? Ah! I got greedy! This is what happens when you run out of health. Luckily on easy mode you'll get 2 or 3 continues, depending on how well you're doing. So that means I could throw more fire extinguisher grenades. And also, it resets the clock too. So that's a good thing. Well, that wasn't too hard. But there's more. There's more to this game than meets the eye. It's time for the window-breaking minigame! It's extra thick glass, so we're gonna have to hit it extra hard with our hose. Here we go! Pretty simple, this one. Danny will keep our back covered from the fire beast trying to attack us. And just go prone whenever there's an explosion happening. You'll be safe. I like the funky beat that's playing right now. It's like, yay! We're gonna explode a building! I don't know if that's set for the HP of the window or not, but here we go! The best explosion in the world! And also, we activated a supernova. Everybody dies. The end. No, they're not here right now. We're busy being exploded. Thank you. I'm still here. I'm immune to explosions, you know. Well, at least Danny made it. Stay tuned for the Firemen 2. Danny is awesome, and Pete is dead. Oh, Pete's still alive! I guess they broke the communicators because he's actually speaking without his communicator. Danny, use your god powers, get this off me! Ah, thank you. This has been one terrible day. I'm going to retire after this. Did we do it? Did we save the day? Oh, right! All we had to do was do millions of dollars worth of property damage, and we put out this fire. High fives all around! There will be coffee and donuts at the fire station. And they're sending the evac chopper. Wait, the chief? You mean Pete's not the fire chief? Well, Pete better be a fire chief after all this. Why did he come help? That lazy jerk. I think Danny deserves that raise. It is Christmas. Let's give him a bonus. You should have seen the ridiculous stuff he was doing. Weller learned a little bit of things too. He learned how to make buildings that are actually safe when a fire happens. We all have to learn from our mistakes, just a few people have to die in the process. And he just said fires can be just as unpredictable as people. And they can be living creatures. How true it is! It's like they're commenting on how ridiculous this game was. Pete, look! It's finally snowing! It's a Christmas miracle. We didn't die. And the fire is out. It's Christmas, man! We'll see you after the New Year and we can talk about the fire then, and I could slap you upside the head because you made a terrible building. The end. And if you finish it on easy mode, this happens. It just chides you and tells you to go play normal mode. I've done that, and I'll show you the ending for normal mode right now. The game wants normal mode, I'll give it a normal mode. Here's the normal mode ending, brought to you by me. It was so much harder than easy. Don't even get me started. I had to use survivors just to survive each stage. But here's the people to blame for the Firemen. Taichi Ishizuka, I actually looked him up. The only game he's credited for is the Firemen. I guess it might have ended his career, I'm not quite sure. But all these people from Human Entertainment, they thought this game was too good for America. Each and every one of them. You should write them a very stern letter as to why we didn't get the Firemen. What is wrong with you? Why did we have to get the worst one, the PlayStation version? We didn't want robots setting fires, we just wanted to fight fires. We wanted to burn to death. Why didn't you let us? I mean, we set the game in New York, for goodness sakes. 2010 New York. It was relevant. We would have enjoyed it. It didn't have to be all robots and Mega Men. And I thought that Hironori Tanaka, he sounded kinda like a guy that worked on Earthbound music, but it wasn't the same guy. Yeah, there was quite a few of them that worked on that music. Maybe one of these days I'll run across a game that has those names. But the music is pretty good, though. I mean, it's nothing to write home to mother about, but it's better than most SNES games. And also, at the end of normal, we get play results. This is how long it took me to beat normal. I missed a person. I don't know where he was, and I also had to use a continue. And also, I wasn't exactly perfect on saving all of the fire. Or killing all of the fire. But I'm an okay fireman. I saved 9/10 of the people and put out 98% of the fire. That gives us a total score of 79. A B-class firefighter. If you get 100 out of 100, they call you a Mega Firefighter and give you a code for Expert Mode, which I believe is up, down, X, X, right, left, right. And that's even harder than normal mode. And getting 100% on Expert Mode, it gets you a nice little splash screen with a medal, and it calls you a Legendary Fireman. And that is the true end of the game. It doesn't even let us go back to the title screen, and neither will Easy Mode's ending after it tells us to go challenge Normal. So, the game ends here. I'm ArmoredChocobo, and this has been the Firemen. I'll see you next time. Good night, folks.